I came as soon as I got you out. Are you one of the oldest monitoring Hogwarts while the Dementors search for the missing Dark Wizard? Need to know is that I'm the old here to ask you a few questions about your brother. Have you seen or heard from your brother since your encounter with the fugitive? But to answer your question, no, I haven't seen my brother since he left to track Sickworth, hoping it would lead him to a pick. But he was at the lake show when you were attacked, he was. So it seems I have more to fill you in on than I expect. So that's why the escapees stopped attacking and disappeared. My brother drove him off. Did you seriously think Doc Wizard like him would willingly let you live? But I never even knew he was there. He didn't say a word to me. He probably left immediately to chase after the Mahotuko wizard. Ever since the wizard escaped custody, your brother's shifted his focus onto him. He's been focusing on protecting you. I can't express how grateful I am that he has. If my brother hadn't, I may have been dead. You can show your gratitude by making his job easier. Don't let yourself get caught off guard like that again. I need to talk to Jacob, Mad Eye. Do you know how I can get in touch? Do you really think I would have come to you? Though I imagine he, like the escapee, probably hasn't gone far. I found him in his room. Perhaps he's returned there. I better check it out. You didn't have to come with me, Ben. I wasn't joking when I said I wasn't going to let you go off on your own again. What if the escapee had been waiting to ambush you here? As you can see, that isn't the case. There's no one here. Someone isn't here to ambush you. No. I got my hopes up I'd find my brother here again. He's the reason the Dark Wizard didn't kill me at the lake show. Jacob drove him off. Apparently he's been protecting me since the wizard escaped and I have been totally unaware. I need to talk to him. He's probably on Hogwarts grounds, but that could be anywhere. Is it possible that he may have left some clues to his whereabouts behind? Couldn't find anything from my brother, but I did find this. A black quill talk about deja vu. The last time I was here with Jacob, Sickworth delivered me a white quill. That one untransfigured into a reminder that I still owe our friend's life. I'm afraid to see what kind of message this one contains. What do you mean? Remember that at the end of the last year when we were looking for Sickworth and I told you how I felt invincible? Every day living in fear of Oz threat that one of your friends would die before the year ends. That you're in a similar situation with these quills. You let the fear of what's in them control your life. But we are well into this new year and it has all fulfilled that renewed threat to kill one of us. So what reason is there to believe there aren't just empty threats? Exactly. Oh, I know you have questioned my behavior and my intentions for protecting you this year. Lately. But I really do want what's best for you. After all, you were the first real friend I ever made. I have watched you go through so much to help me and everyone here at Hogwarts since our first year. While I'm grateful, I have seen the fear and pressure it's caused you. And I have had enough of watching you suffer, especially when it's needless. So go ahead and untransfigure this quill, but no matter what it reveals, I don't want you to feel afraid or responsible. Thank you, this means a lot. I suppose I can do is untransfigure the quill. A paraphrase. Go on, read it. Addressed to my brother. Come to the Forbidden Forest School. We need to meet. What does that mean? Is my brother in danger? Or are we just the force transfigure it? No way. My brother would never be part of our... This black quill raises a lot of questions, but one thing's for certain, we are going to the Force Grove, even if that means making it past the Dementors. I don't suppose you two invited me here to study. I want you in on your plan to crash your brother's meeting with all. You told Mila about that, Ben? If by that you mean the Black Quill message telling your brother to meet R in the Forbidden Forest, and yes, you should know I have a good reason for getting Mila involved. Just hear me out. So you want to bring Mila with us to the Forbidden Forest as another line of defense? The Dementors are supposedly only after the escaped wizards, but I doubt they'll pass on the free meal. Isn't going to be easy even for us. You seem to have forgotten that I know the Patronus charm. That's a big help, but we can't bet it all on its power. We could use an extremely extra one to ensure you don't get hurt. And who better than someone who's able to use the Patronus charm? Even if it's just an incorporeal Patronus. At least I can actually cast a Patronus unlike a certain someone. But Bill is away on a mission for Gringotts. And if anyone happened to Charlie who would watch out for his little brothers, the reality is that Amelia and I have a lot less to lose. Speak for yourself, he may be expendable, but I have no intention of dying for Dane. Just when I was starting to come around, Cooper, you go and ruin one of your big mouth. Why are you so interested in coming with us to the Forbidden Forest? Don't be daft, I just think it will be easier to end Rickpick if I have info on R. Do Mila's motivation really matter? We all want the same thing, to be there for Jacob's meeting with R. And the best way to make that happen is to all go together. You're right, Bukit Man is a good call. My feelings for her aside, it will be safer to have her with us than not. Now, can we focus on how we are going to get past the Dementors? I've already run into one once, and that's more than enough for a lifetime. You act like you're afraid of Dementors. That's not that unreasonable, is it? They can consume your soul and leave you on an empty shell or husk. But I thought the most powerful witch at Hogwarts wasn't afraid of anything. Shut it. But in all seriousness, Dementors are drawn to happiness. They feed on it. You little shit. You shouldn't be afraid, though. Not for those reasons. Fear is erased. You're suggesting the impossible, Ben. But I bet we'd all feel better if we prepared for everything. Don't worry, I've already planned for that. Meet me in the defense against the dark arts classroom. I finished working out the kinks on the new spell we talked about. It's finally ready to practical use. Could you give us a moment? What's this about? I asked Badi to help me invent a stronger version of my best spell. She invented her own spells, so I thought she could help us add another powerful spell to our arsenal. We need to prepare for anything when we intercept the meeting between R and my brother. This will help us face whatever we may find in the Forbidden Forest, Dementors or otherwise. Did create the Billion Star Shell spell I used to create chaos for Peeves last year. Flipindo Maxima. I promise I wasn't eavesdropping. My ears just naturally tune in when I hear one of my spells' names. So it's a more powerful version of Flipindo. That's right, I used the maximum spell modifier to amplify the effects of the knockback jinx. But I was so thrilled by the idea of someone using one of my spells I have invented again, so I didn't much care. It knocks targets further back with more force than the original. But you'll see it for yourself when Bidi and I teach you Flipindo Maxima to the two of you. All that's left is to actually learn Flipindo Maximum. You can practice on me, Darkos. Are you sure I could hurt you? Don't hold back either. I need to make sure you've got it mastered. Flipindo Maxima. Oh, so it's the same wand movement. I'd say you mastered Flipindo Maxima is something funny. I know I shouldn't be laughing, but the sight of Ben knocked on his bone like that isn't my turn to practice yet. I'd like to have a go at Cooper. Now that our preparations are complete, we need to get serious. We need to get ready too. Before we go to the Forbidden Forest, there's something I need to talk to. I'm happy you got in touch. So much has happened since we last talked. I still can't believe there are Dementors on Hogwarts grounds. Tulip and I have been trying to distract everyone and cheer them up, but it hasn't really been easy. The Dementors have been on my mind a lot lately, too. In fact, Dementors are sort of what I wanted to talk to you about. Having the Dementors return to Hogwarts has made me realize there's still a lot of things I don't know. You taught me the Patronus charm, so I thought you could help me learn more about Patronuses. But I may be able to answer some of your questions. Go ahead. So hypothetically speaking, my Patronus could fend off multiple Dementors at once. Though that's something very powerful wizards have been known to do. Good to know. I know I answered your question, but I hope you are not planning on sneaking out of the castle again. Normally, I'd be the first in line to make mischief, but this is way different from sink pellets and nose-biting tig hiccups. Difficult it was for me, you and Mila, to fend off the Dementor. I remember, I still get the chills just thinking about that one that fed on me. Running into a whole swarm of them. Sure, it wouldn't be easy, but I bet I could handle them. But I think even Dumbledore would have trouble with a whole swarm. I get what you're saying, but believe me, if I thought I could actually help you protect Hogwarts, I'd be out there by now. But even I know I'd be outmatched in this situation. Still besides I heard Mad-Eye Moody is one of the Owls in charge of protecting Hogwarts. He's a legend. Hogwarts is in good hands. So will you promise me you won't do anything dangerous? I promise I'll try to stay out of danger. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, but I'll take it. I better get going. Ben and Mila are probably waiting for me in the Great Hall. This is it. After this meal, it'll be time to sneak out to the Forbidden Forest and intercept my brother's meeting with Rowan. Surprisingly, even knowing that what may await us there, I do feel ready, knowing I can use my Patronus to protect us in case we run into Dementor's helps. Good to hear it. The worst thing you could do right now is to worry. I just hope I'm able to reunite with my brother. I have to know why R sent him with the black quill. I want to thank him for saving me back at a lecture. He's meeting with a member of R. We could have information on Rick Pick. This might be the brick we need to finally get my revenge. Is the plot for my revenge amusing you? Because hearing you two talk about what you hope to get from this makes me realize something. I've already got everything I want. It's hard to put into words, but I'll try to explain myself. I don't know why you say you have always wanted to feel like a part of our group. You have been a part of our group since the beginning, and you have been following Dan around like a crop pup just as long. Admit that you were nice about it, but you just tolerated me back then. That's not true. You have always been an important part of our group. You're trying to spare my feelings. It's alright. I'm the first to acknowledge that I was timid and whiny. Things are different now. I can finally feel like I'm one of you. I finally feel like I'm someone you can depend on. As long as we have each other, we have nothing to worry about in the Forbidden Forest. Looks like my brother's in here. No member of our either. Have we already missed the meeting? Or perhaps we are early. Let's look around first. I found something. What could it be? A necklace. This course, what are you talking about? The necklace is one of Rick Pick's stock artifacts. The witch showed me it to me herself, but if you don't believe me, you're welcome to touch it and see what happens. Dumbledore told me he had Rick Pick's stock artifacts stored in the ministry. What would one be doing out here? And why is it suddenly so cold? Voldemort. Oh no, that's Death Eaters. Never mind. Not Death Eaters, goddamn Dementors. And a lot. Dementors, they are surrounding us. Come on, use your Patronus. There are so many of them. I'll conjure my Patronus. Not exactly. Expecto Patronum. You need a bigger one. You may draw a happier memory. The happiest of them all. You need to draw your happiest memories. When you drive one back, another one just keeps filling its place. Oh, it's a freaking leopard. Lioness. You. Oh my god, you gotta defend yourself. I will get my revenge. You're in such a hurry to die, but the truth is, you aren't even worth the killing. If you just want us dead, why bother saving us? I want the pleasure of killing you myself. The hell? Not supposed to... Oh my god, this is pathetic. Like, am I just getting nerfed or something? Like, why am I so weak? You have learned to talk like a real Gryffindor, but can you back up the talk? Like, what is... Huh? This should not be working like this. We'll see about that. Like, what's the use of all my training sessions if I'm just on the ground stuck like this? And Ben Kupo's protecting my ass. This isn't good. Vada Cadaver. Rowan. We wanted you to... We warned you that you owed our friend's life. Consider that debt collected. Nah, what the fuck is this? This is some BS. There's got to be some spell. There has to be something we can do. Rowan's gone. That's some BS if I've ever seen one. That is